All right, guys, we have to talk about a case. Eric, are you familiar with the Julio Foolio case?
Julio, boy, who? I'm usually the court reporter. Julio. Who's that?
The rapper's name was Julio Foolio. He got murdered.
Oh, Foolio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You said Julio. I didn't know who that was. You said no. His name is Foolio.
Yeah, I said Foolio. Fool.
No, you said Julio.
All right, so I want to talk about a story that people online genuinely don't know how to react right now. Dex, you've never heard of Julio Foolio or
you know
Sean
I
Gathright?
never heard of this stuff. I've never heard of this. I know my court stuff through Eric. He sent it to me. That's the only way I know about it.
That's what I was about to say. Usually I text Dex and be like, yo, you gotta get up on this. We want to talk about this.
Sean Gathright is one of the men convicted in the murder of rapper Julio Foolio. He is basically what happened was Julio Foolio, he was in a car, right, Eric? And he was driving away and people were shooting at the car. And Sean Gathright is one of the people who was shooting at the car. They have it on video. They everything. Like there was no way he was getting off of it.
Well, allegedly he had murdered somebody before, and this was the payback. He killed him on his birthday.
You're saying Julio Foolio murdered somebody before, and
Right.
This was the payback for Julio Foolio's previous crime.
Payback. They as the YNs call it, they slid on him.
Ah, okay. They what they call it? They
slide on you.
Okay, so is that what that mean?
Yeah, they just don't say murder. They just say we're gonna slide on them.
Oh, okay. I learned something. Let me write that down in my notepad.
What do we call it? Spin back? Is that what spin back is as well?
Yeah, no, they just say they used to be older, but now they just say they're gonna slide on you.
Ah, okay. I see how it has evolved.
Maybe one day we should do that. We should break down these terms for old people like us.
I don't want to make fun of Julio Foolio passing away. That was heinous.
Well, apparently he did it too. So
Sean has essentially been sentenced to life in prison. In court, Sean apologized after he cried when the verdict was read. He was very, 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 very apologetic for his role in the murder. And he was pleading so much because he was facing the death penalty. And this was his plea to kind of say, look, I deserve at least life.
I feel very remorseful, This is a terrible situation. It's been a traumatic experience. To the victim's family, I want to send my deepest condolences and I understand that it's hard losing a child, a best friend, a brother, a cousin, and for that I just cannot say sorry enough. I feel terrible about the situation, but I'm a firm believer that God can use anything for good that the devil wanted for bad. And so I am grateful for the people I've met, for the lessons that I've learned, for just this experience in general, because it's one that I'll never forget, and it's going to shape the rest of my life.
Oh, well, he was right about that. You will never forget this lesson.
The rest of his life.
Absolutely shape the rest of your life behind bars.
Yeah.
He says, I want to take responsibility for my actions, and the judge said, deal. You got it.
When you lose, I'll chime in and say this: when you lose somebody from gun violence or something that's really you feel is unnecessary, when people go up there, I don't feel remorse for them. I just feel like you don't feel remorse. You just sad that you don't apologize because you got caught.
Yeah, of course.
You don't have true remorse from taking this person from the earth.
And look, if that's not, I'm not saying you're rough by saying that, Eric, but it's the truth, and that's not the hard truth. Look, this person, this prison warden, former prison official, had this to say to Sean Gathright to kind of put things into perspective about what he can expect if he wants not the death penalty.
Based on Mr. Gathright's age, physical abilities, things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes. With my experience, not only just in classification, but as former warden and even as a jail administrator, he's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work.
And I know we talk about life without parole and death row, but for our jurors' education, in Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean?
A life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate serving life will never, ever get out. There is no parole in the state of Florida, and they're not ever allowed outside the razor wire and the fence of a secure facility.
So the only way that an inmate serving life without parole would leave is when they die by natural causes.
I mean,
Now,
that's what
I
you
haven't
didn't like that part. What's going on?
no, I did not like that part because that sounds like slavery to me.
I mean, but he earned it.
That part, like, it's like, to me, I think prison, and I've always thought that prison is supposed to be for rehabilitation. And if you're, and I get it, he's serving life in prison, so like you're not going to get out. But to say that your sole purpose of wanting this man in there is so that he could work is problematic.
Yeah.
Eric, you agree?
With who? With Dex or the
Yeah.
or the guy?
With Dex.
No, I definitely don't agree with Dex.
Why don't you agree with Dex?
I don't agree with Dex.
Why? Are you still there? Now, did we lose him? I mean, it's a little rough, and that's what a lot of people had a problem with when they saw this little press conference. But Gathright didn't let that. He kind of just accepted it. He knows what he's trying to get. He's trying not to die immediately. Eric, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
go ahead. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said when you said that you didn't agree with Dex. Go ahead.
No, I definitely didn't agree with Dex. Hey man, you do the crime, you got to do the time. We have to feed you, we have to house you for the rest of your life. You're gonna work. You're not gonna sit on your butt. You know what I'm saying? And get these phony. Now you want to get a degree. You want to give your life to Allah and all this other stuff. Nah, bro, you're gonna go out there and break some rocks.
I just think we also, like, I understand in this situation how we can just say, like, this is like cut and dry. You did the crime, you do the time or whatever. Although they did say this was on camera and multiple people were part of it. So how did you know this specific person was the one who fired the shot?
No. They convicted a bunch of people. A bunch.
Man,
like it's like
one.
4 people.
If we're going into that, four people didn't kill him either.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, Dex, now we're supposed to have compassion for him when he's out here just doing
What?
senseless crimes.
It's less about compassion. It's less about compassion for him.
I mean, no disrespect. When you lost a person to gun violence from a senseless act, I don't have no compassion for that man.
I think that we're misunderstanding each other. Is that, like, I'm not saying I have a lick of compassion for him. I think what he did was wrong, and I don't have an issue with him being in jail. I don't even have an issue with him working. I just think that if you're asking someone in a court type of situation, like, would this person be beneficial to you? And the person responds almost like I would assume a slave owner would respond like
about
that.
it.
That's problematic to me. It has nothing to do with the person's crime or whatever. It's more so to do with the system that we have in place. Because guess what? He did something horrible and they can prove it, I guess, and like he's getting this treatment. But there are other people that would get the same treatment and he would feel the same way about them, and they could be completely innocent. And I think that hearing someone say something like that is really problematic to me.
Okay. That's fair. To whatever is worth, to you, Sean Gathright also after he did get life in prison. He was not sentenced to death. So he did achieve his goal of living in prison. He did send this message to his supporters, and this kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
What's up, everybody? It's Sean. I'm just reaching out to y'all, just to give y'all a quick update about my situation. Right now, they got me in confinement. It's just a protocol thing after Friday, but I should be out of here soon. And reaching back out to everybody. I've seen, I've heard that a lot of y'all have been reaching out to my Instagram page at the official Sean G. This is my real page. This is the page that I will be, communicating to the outside world from, through my management team and stuff like that. I really appreciate all the messages and, all the comments and the likes and the shares and the donations. It means more than y'all can understand. Like, it truly means a lot in a difficult time like this. We all know that God has the last word, and I just really appreciate y'all for seeing me in a different light. Y'all will be hearing from me soon. Like I said, I just have to get out of confinement, take a couple days, but I appreciate y'all. I love every single one of y'all, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
They didn't like the management comment.
Well, I just went to the page and it says it's being managed by his girlfriend and his sister. So if the management team is the girlfriend and the sister, I think we've got the same team. So I get it.
You get with it? You get
Yeah,
with it? You went to the page, seriously?
Yeah, I'm on the page right now, and it says it's managed by his girlfriend and his sister, managed by Sean's sister and girlfriend. And then he has some quotes about guys not checking for you. I can tell you that right now. And then he has the picture of him in the courtroom. Like, okay.
Well, the sister, the sister did testify. Yes, the sister did testify and said
it didn't work.
Well, it did work because he was facing death.
I don't know why you think that, like, what he got is an accomplished goal. Like, what you got
to live. I
think I'd rather the opposite.
You rather die? Like, it's so final.
Quickly. Yeah.
No, I can't.
Quickly.
No, I can't.
Because guess what? Like that man said, you're gonna leave here in the body bag one way or the other. So let's go ahead.
But still, at least I can have experiences. Like, once you end,
when you
it's
got out of
over.
solitary confinement, you really gonna have some experience.
It's over though. Once it's over,
yeah, he's gonna have some experiences. All right.
What do you mean by that?
I like this story. I like this segment. It's a good segment.